What's up guys, it's Tommy here and welcome to the latest Liverpool transfer news video, and in this video we will talk about Ligt making a decision on his future this week. Also, leave a like in this video if you enjoy these transfer news updates. I'm very sick, that's why I didn't upload yesterday, I apologize, but I wanted to make a video for you guys even though I'm not feeling at 100%. So if you appreciate that, leave a like, it really just helps me out and takes a second for you guys to do that. And also a new contract for Virgil van Dijk, Divock Origi, and what Ronald Koeman said about the Ligt transfer saga, and many other news in this video. So stay tuned. And Sport Bild, which is a very respectable German newspaper, had on their front page, on their sports front page, like 2 days ago, they said this: Jurgen Klopp has asked his club's management to sign Ligt to play alongside Van Dijk. Now the fight is between Barcelona, Manchester City, Manchester United, Paris Saint-Germain, and now Liverpool is entering the frame with this transfer news. And Ligt would be perfect, and also Van Dijk, when he was back in the Holland or the Netherlands training camp, Depay and Ligt greeted, of course, Van Dijk and Wijnaldum, and they did a standing ovation for those players after winning the Champions League. By the way, has it sunk in for you guys yet that Liverpool are European champions? We are the kings of Europe. It just feels so good to say that. The trophy parade was magnificent, and the German press are saying that Liverpool are seriously interested in Ligt. The transfer is on, according to the Bild newspaper, and Ligt has a lot of options, but at the moment it looks like, even though it looked like previously Barcelona will seal this transfer, Barcelona didn't want to offer Ligt the wages that he wanted. Basically, other clubs like Juventus and Manchester United offered bigger wages. I don't really know how much wages Liverpool offered, but I think Liverpool are at the moment a lot more attractive than Manchester United, and certainly I think as attractive as a club like Juventus or Barcelona, and that's how far Liverpool have come in the past few years. Ligt, as almost every other Dutch player, has a big interest in playing in the Premier League, and he previously admitted in an interview that a move to Liverpool could happen because he has already a good partnership with Van Dijk at the center of the Dutch defense, and Ligt is weighing up his options at the moment. Liverpool are not in a desperate need to sign a centre-back. We already have Joe Gomez, Van Dijk, Lovren and Matip, and all four of them are great. But if we are thinking long term, I mean, Ligt is only a 19-year-old player and he is a generational superstar. If it comes to centre-back, there are not many players who are as good as Ligt at 19 and who has the potential to become as good as Van Dijk in the future. Ligt, for just 19 years old, he looks like such a composed, accomplished, really like calm and experienced centre-back, proving wiser beyond his years. So I think it's a big decision for Liverpool to make, because if we spend big one on Ligt, that could solve our centre-back issues for the next like 7 or 8 years. Joe Gomez and Ligt could play for Liverpool for the next 10 years. Van Dijk certainly could play for Liverpool for the next 7 years easily. How many times is a player of Ligt's caliber on the market? That's what Jurgen Klopp has to weigh. And Lovren and Matip, they will soon turn 30 years old in a few years, and then probably we need to replace them in 3 or 4 years. I'm not sure if Ligt would be available at that time. So it's better to sign him right now, because maybe Ligt in the 2 or 3 seasons he will cost even more money. Juventus apparently did a £75 million bid for Ligt. So Ajax said themselves that it's on Ligt. They don't really want a bidding war. They respect Ligt's decision. Ligt is an Ajax fan. He has come through the Ajax youth academy and everything. So Ajax don't really want to like say, we accept the highest offer and that's where you go, Ligt. They will say to Ligt, you make the decision. Whatever club you choose we will be fine with it. So that's very, very respectable by Ajax as well. And according to the Daily Mirror, the Matthijs de Ligt will make a transfer decision this week. Barcelona at the moment don't have as much money as they used to, and they already signed big players like Frankie de Jong, and unless they can move on either Coutinho or Malcolm or Dembele, they are struggling to come up with the cash that other clubs are offering Matthijs de Ligt. And Barcelona could be forced into a bidding war with Paris Saint-Germain, with Liverpool, with Juventus, and that's certainly not what they want. And according to the Bild newspaper, Jurgen Klopp asked Liverpool to sign de Ligt. So if that's true, then we have a great chance, because de Ligt came out himself saying that he is a big fan of the Premier League and he likes Liverpool as a club, and also he knows Van Dijk very well. And I'm sure that when Van Dijk and Wijnaldum are with the Netherlands in the Nations League playoffs, which will start today, then they will have words behind the scenes. And I'm sure that de Ligt saw the trophy parade and what a great club, what a brilliant fan base Liverpool have. This is what de Ligt said: "I look at what I think is best for my career, where I can develop the best, where I can make the most playing minutes. On that I base my choice. Where do I see myself? Well, obviously the Premier League is a big competition, Spain also, but you have other competitions. It's not just about the Premier League and La Liga. I still don't know anything about where my future is, so I will see how it goes. First we have to play 2 games, and after that I will see what happens next. Of course there is some interest from clubs, but I don't want to say some names who are interested. But what I will say is I am now focused on the national team, and after the national team I will see what the future brings. No, I don't really have a dream club outside of Ajax. It was always my dream to play at Ajax. I succeeded, I accomplished that, and I'm happy about that. Ajax almost did the treble." And Jamie Carragher said that he would love Liverpool to buy de Ligt. That's what he said, but also he said that Liverpool might not necessarily need de Ligt right now. I'm more thinking long term we would need a player like de Ligt after Lovren and Matip starts declining. And if we sign de Ligt, we definitely need to sell either Lovren or Matip, and I would sell Lovren right now. If there is a chance of Liverpool signing de Ligt, I would go for him and sell Lovren for like 20 million or 25 million, and his wages would go straight into the de Ligt wages. And Jamie Carragher told the Liverpool Echo, "I would love to see Liverpool sign de Ligt. I've never seen such a good defender at 19 years old." Carragher continued, "He plays as if he's 29 years old and at his peak already. You can only imagine how good he will be when he actually is 29. Virgil van Dijk is a player who has experience in the top leagues." That's what de Ligt said about Virgil van Dijk. Of course, you would want to learn from him. De Ligt himself said that he wants to learn from Van Dijk, and it's very helpful playing alongside him in the Dutch team, according to de Ligt. And also, de Ligt himself confirmed that it could happen. A move to Liverpool could happen. He plays for Liverpool, Van Dijk, a good club, but I'm not focused on them. I focus on Ajax, and then I will see where I end up. He made this interview before the Dutch season finished. So now de Ligt has basically a lot of big clubs at his feet, and it's up to him to choose Liverpool or somebody else, and I really hope he chooses Liverpool. So I thought I would give all the information available right now about the de Ligt transfer. I really hope it happens. Let me know if you think it happens or not. And Virgil van Dijk wants to sign a new contract. According to ESPN, Virgil van Dijk has told Liverpool he wants to sign a new contract, which is, I think, brilliant news and music to my ears, because, you know, Van Dijk has been instrumental in Liverpool winning the Champions League, getting to 2 Champions League finals in 2 seasons, and I love that. Virgil van Dijk is only 27 years old, so still he has a good 5, 6, 7 years ahead of him. Both Liverpool and Van Dijk's agent Neil Fewings of Wasserman are relaxed about the process, as there is confidence that you know, the new contract terms will be eventually discussed and decided with minimum fuss. Van Dijk wants to stay at Liverpool. Liverpool wants to keep him. So I don't see any issue with the contract extension really. And tying down, Van Dijk to another long-term contract would be just brilliant. Remember that we signed Van Dijk just last January, so 1.5 years ago. So he still has a good 3 years on his contract, so there is really no rush to sign him on a new contract. But I think it's vital that we renew contracts of two top players, give them higher wages, so they will want to stay at Liverpool. They want to feel appreciated by the club, and I think Liverpool have the money to keep extending the key players deals and signing new contracts. Talking about that, Divock Origi is also set for a new Liverpool contract. This is a different situation. Divock Origi only has 1 year left on his contract, so Liverpool really need to sign him on a new contract. Otherwise, we will lose a club legend. Because don't get me wrong, Divock Origi has written himself into Anfield folklore, into Liverpool history. He scored 4 goals in the last 4 games of the season, scoring the winner against Newcastle, scoring the 2 goals that sent Liverpool to the Champions League final, and then he goes on and scores in the Champions League final as well as a substitute. What a guy, what a player. I'm so happy for him. After his injury troubles, I think that he fully deserves a new contract. And he said after the Champions League final, there is an offer for a new contract on the table. We will see after the international games, but I think there will be talks with the club. So yeah, Divock Origi will play for Belgium in the Euro qualifiers, and after that, let's hope that Divock Origi signs the new contract. I really hope that we don't lose him. We already have lost Daniel Sturridge. It has been confirmed by Liverpool that both Sturridge and Moreno left the club after their deals have expired, and Liverpool chose not to extend their contracts. And Jurgen Klopp said this about Daniel Sturridge and Alberto Moreno: the most important words to say to these 2 remarkable players is thank you. They were here when I arrived as manager, and during that period they, as much as anyone, helped to establish us as a team that would be heading in the right direction. Without them, we wouldn't be the team and club we are in this moment. Alberto is a person whose personality is reflected in how he plays, full of life, full of energy, always positive, an unbelievable character who is always willing to give all of himself to the team. And I know this season, at the end of last, maybe the minutes on the pitch he would have wanted and deserved were not there, but his contribution did not diminish. How he was in training kept the entire group on their toes. Albi is world class, and I know he will be back in the Spain national team in the not too distant future. That's a brave prediction by Jurgen Klopp, but Moreno is definitely not world class. I think Jurgen Klopp just wants to be nice as a parting message. But I'm a little bit sad for Daniel Sturridge, because he was one of my favorite players at Liverpool. It's a shame that he got injured so many times, so his level dropped a level or two. Sturridge is still a top striker, and I really hope that he goes to a good mid-table club, somebody like Bournemouth, and makes a good career out of his last few years. But he can leave Liverpool as a Champions League winner, which is brilliant. And remember that Daniel Sturridge already won the Champions League with Chelsea, and I think the Premier League as well. And Jurgen Klopp said this about Daniel Sturridge: Daniel has earned the right to be considered a modern-day Liverpool great, I would think. He came to the club while we were trying to rebuild and re-establish ourselves. Some of the goals he has scored for Liverpool were so important. He's one of the best finishers I've ever seen in my life. He scores goals you think could and should not be possible. Again, like many players in my squad, Daniel has had to be patient and contribute when asked during games, but even this season he has played a vital role. What maybe is missed on the outside of the club by many is what a great leader Daniel is in our dressing room. He's smart, confident, and not afraid to speak up when he thinks there is something that needs adapting to help the team. He has been great with many of the younger players also, so he has been so important to our progression here. I wish both players nothing but success and joy wherever their journey takes them. them next. Whoever has them next will be so lucky to have these outstanding personalities in their ranks. We will miss them, of course, but we can say farewell with the best words possible, guys. You leave as European champions. Oh man, that's brilliant. Let's talk about 6, baby. As Jurgen Klopp said in his post-match interview after the Champions League final. I just love that. The Liverpool content in the last few days have been just epic. I tried to save as many videos and pictures as possible about the Champions League final, the build-up, the aftermath, the fans. Just brilliant. And Ronald Koeman, the Netherlands manager, said that Van Dijk and Ligt are the best centre-back partnership in Europe, which is a very, very big claim. This is what Ronald Koeman said. I was not the quality defender of Ligt or Virgil. They are top players. We have the best centre defenders in Europe with Ligt and Virgil van Dijk. That's great because you build the house always from downstairs up. You don't start with the roof. When you look at Van Dijk now, this is a big personality on the pitch. He's a leader. That is why I made him captain. I knew him from Southampton. I thought he can do more. He can carry more responsibility. He is strong. He has a great character. Enjoys the responsibility. He's a good boy. And Ligt is only 19. If you watch him play, you do not see a player who is only 19. You see a player who plays with so much more experience than he actually has. The season that he had and all the young boys that Ajax had is great for their development as players. So that's brilliant from Ronald Koeman. You could argue whether Ligt and Van Dijk is the best centre-back partnership in the world right now, but they are certainly up there in the top 5 or something like that. And Matthijs de Ligt sent a personal message to one of the Liverpool players after the Champions League final. He actually uploaded an Instagram picture of Van Dijk posing with the Champions League trophy, and he commented, on the picture, De Ligt, saying "big man." And I think they are good friends off the pitch as well. So if there is a chance of De Ligt signing for Liverpool, I'm sure that De Ligt would jump at the chance. We are one of the most attractive clubs in Europe, and it's just a matter of do Liverpool really want De Ligt, and is the price right for Jurgen Klopp and Liverpool? It's going to be very interesting what De Ligt decides this week. And Joe Gomez said that Liverpool players owe a lot to Jurgen Klopp. And Joe Gomez said this, and I quote, "It's only right that all of us have so much gratitude to have a manager like Jurgen Klopp. For me personally, he has done so much for me, and all the lads think the same. He's an unbelievable manager and someone we owe a lot to. I think it is just his energy, not just the tactical side of things, but him as a person. That's why there is such a connection. That's why we want to play for him, why we want to celebrate with him when we win, because he's one of the reasons we do it. It is special. He brings so much value to us, and he shows us what it means to play for this club. I am quite young, but I know I am blessed to have a manager like Klopp. I don't think there are many out there who do what he does. We are lucky." And Joe Gomez also commented on the captain, Liverpool captain, who lifted the Champions League trophy finally, Jordan Henderson. Unbelievable. I don't think there are many better captains than Jordan. I think as a person he's one of the best there is, and he deserves so much. He has had tough times, but for me, ever since I came to the club, I've had a real connection with him. No one deserves it more than him, and I'm so happy he was the one to lift the Champions League trophy for the 6th time for Liverpool. I've had some tough times, and it's a battle to come back from it, but I've never doubted myself, and I never will. It's not easy to come back from injuries, but it is part of the game and happens for a reason. It is a blessing to play for this club, and I just have to go again. I'm more motivated than ever. And getting a taste of this is something which will drive me on next season. We have a foundation which will stay and only get stronger. So all our belief in what we can do is at an all-time high. We are here together to stay. That is the main thing. That's what we all know. And I think the boundaries are limitless. We know, who knows? We just have to keep grounded, stay focused, and keep doing what we are doing. And hopefully we can get some more. That's how you need to go into the new season. Try to win everything. Liverpool will be in, I think, 7 competitions next season, including the Community Shield, the UEFA Super Cup, and the Club World Cup. So I really hope that Liverpool can at least get 3 or 4 trophies. Of course, the biggest one, we won the Premier League, but we want to win as many trophies as possible, so let's go for it. I'm really hoping that you guys enjoyed this video. I apologize for my voice, I still have a sore throat, but I will try to get better in the next few days. Thanks for watching, see you later guys, goodbye.